If grass field's been giving you trouble, if you've been having a hard time figuring out how to get a perfect 100 environmental score on them, well, I'm going to show you the trick right now. Hey everyone, we're back here with another precision farming tutorial. I didn't think I was going to be making any more precision farming tutorials, but you know, I just come across something else here that was a problem in my games. Now, if you're like me and you do a lot of grass field work, you probably run the same problem I have. Let's say you start a new map. You got your grass fields out there. Maybe you got 2 or 3 of them or something. I don't know. You start out these grass fields, they have no weed control bonus on them. Well, that's every crop, right? Problem is grass fields don't ever grow weeds in precision farming. And the other thing is, if you watch my other tutorial on how to get a perfect 100 score, even if you plow, there's no weeds on that field and you're able to do it. Well, that's because, you know, with a regular crop like sorghum or wheat, you can go and spritz a little herbicide on it and you'll get that max bonus. That trick doesn't work on grass. It also doesn't work on oilseed. I tested that out too. Maybe because oilseed's like a type of grass. I don't know. For whatever reason, it doesn't work on that either. What really sucks about that is if you can't get a perfect 100 on your grass field, then your overall average score for your farm is just going to be lower. And it's going to cost you money because the environmental score bonuses affects everything you sell. It's going to affect your other crops that you sell. It's going to affect the price you get for your bales, for your milk, for your wool, whatever it is. So you want to get this to a perfect 100 score because otherwise it's just costing you money. Well, I figured out a way to do it. You just got to trick the system here, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. Now, if you got grass in this field already, right now this field doesn't. It's been mulched. I think it did have sorghum in it before. But if you got grass in here, you might want to get a cut on it, even if it's an early cut, before you do this. But this isn't going to put this field down for very long. Oh, just like, I don't know, 1 or 2 months, and you'll be able to get a new field of grass replanted. I'll show you. Watch. Now, I got a direct drill planter here. This is probably the easiest way to do this. Plus, if you're playing precision farming, you should always be using a direct drill. Okay, but let's say you just cut this grass field. You can just direct drill right on top of it. Now, you got to have a regular crop here. Like I said, you don't want to plant grass here right now or oil seed. It needs to be like wheat or corn or sorghum or something. Let's go ahead and get a worker, start planting this for us. There we go. Okay, we'll be back in a minute when our sorghum's in the ground. Okay, we got our sorghum in the ground. If we were going to bring this field to harvest, like if you did this and you want to bring this field to harvest, and of course you're going to need to get your pH and your nitrogen right. You may even want to roll the field because you can say it needs rolling. That way you can get the max harvest out of it, or max yield, I guess I should say. But we don't need to do that. All we need to do is we need to advance a day so we can get weeds in there. Okay, so we direct drilled the sorghum in August. It is now September, and now we got our weeds. So we just need to take our John Deere spot sprayer and spray the weeds. There we go. Let's get a worker on this too. And our John Deere spot sprayer has gone to work there. Now we have our weed control bonus. Honestly, at this point, I don't even think we need to spray the whole field. I think we can just replant our grass right now. But we're just going to go ahead and spray the whole field, and then we'll pick up after that. We'll be back in just a minute. Alright, well, he's finishing up spraying the weeds here. You could actually just take your direct drill and just start planting the new field if you wanted to. I'm just going to mulch it instead. Mulching is probably would be the best thing to do here. That way you can get the bonus, the yield bonus for having the field mulched. So I'm going to go ahead and run a mulcher over it, but it's not necessary. You could just bring a direct drill over it because this part actually doesn't affect your environmental score. Okay, while that worker's mulching the field, we're going to have another worker come behind him and plant our grass. So let's change this from sorghum to grass right there. Alright, so once we finish seeding our grass field, we'll get our nitrogen levels right and our pH levels right so we can bring it to harvest, and we'll do that real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, here's where we're at right now. We started this whole process in August. And now it's September, we've only lost 1 month of growth, and we got our grass replanted in the field, perfect pH levels, perfect nitrogen levels. Again, if you want to get your max yield, you probably want to roll at this point, but we don't need to do that because, well, that's not going to affect the environmental score. So let's advance time and get ourselves to harvest and see how we did. Okay, we started the process in August. After 3 months, in other words, let's see, August, September, October, November, after 3 months passed, we could actually get an early cut on the new field of grass. Now, I went 4 months, that way we could get full growth on it, but all we lost was 1 month of growth. That's it. And, well, let's mow it and get it to harvest here, and we'll see how we did. Okay, we don't have to mow very much. We just have to mow enough so it updates the environmental score, just like with any other crop, but we're not going to be able to know exactly how we did until we mow a little bit here. So let's turn on the mower, and we'll just mow a little bit of the field here, not very much. That's probably good right there. There we go. We just got a perfect 100 score on a grass field. You just seen it. Now here's the really great thing, okay? We're going to go ahead and finish harvesting, finish mowing this field down, and I'm going to show you something. It's really cool. Alright, well, let's clean up this grass on the field here. We don't really need to, but I don't know, bringing it into the next stage would be a lot cleaner if we don't have a bunch of cut grass on the field. Alright, well, we got half of the grass off the field. I think that's good enough for demonstration purposes. Let's go ahead and get our nitrogen levels right. We just want to bring it to harvest one more time so I can show you how this is going to hold and it's going to help you long term. This isn't just a one-time deal here. Alright, well, we brought the grass to its full growth state and we're going to cut it one more time. Now keep in mind, I have not sprayed herbicide on this grass at all. The only time we sprayed it is we planted the sorghum, we let it grow 1 day till it got some weeds, we sprayed our herbicide on it. That's it. That's the only time I sprayed herbicide on this grass field. So let's go ahead and get a little cut on it here, and then we'll check out our environmental score. Okay, and there we go. As you can see, that weed control bonus, it stayed. If that's what's been bugging you, if that's what's been causing you from being able to get a higher environmental score on your grass fields, that's your solution right there. Just plant something else for like 1 month, let weeds grow in, spray them, switch it right back to grass. Now you're good to go. It's just gonna, the weed control bonus is just gonna stay there. It's always gonna be a 30 every single harvest, cut after cut after cut, year after year, never going away. Hey, so there it is. I mean, I've been searching for a solution to these grass fields for a while now on that weed control, and, well, there's the solution. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time.